Hello, spooky crew. Our tote bag drawing is officially closed, and we just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who entered. We are so grateful for the love and the support, and we have loved reading your reviews. Missed the tote? No worries. We're still sending out high-quality vinyl stickers while supplies last. Just email us proof of your rating and review along with your mailing address to thespookydarlings@gmail.com, and we'll get one headed your way. Quick promise, your address is only for mailing the sticker. No emails, no selling info, no funny business, just spooky gratitude. Thanks again for supporting the show. You are the reason we do this.
Welcome to another Follow-Up Friday and our first Follow-Up Friday of spooky season.
Spooky.
Unplanned spooky sounds.
So one really exciting thing, if you follow us on social media, you've already seen this, but we hit our next milestone of 2,500 downloads, and we were pretty excited about that.
Yes, thank you so much to our listeners and to anyone who downloaded. And we just want to reiterate, downloads are what count towards us getting put out there and being more visible to other possible listeners.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see our reach grow a little bit and to know that people are listening and liking what they hear from us.
Yes. And we saw some listeners from some new countries, I think.
Yeah, we did. We had Norway popped up. We've had a few new states. It's really fun to watch little dots pop up all over the place. So that's really been exciting.
Mm-hmm. And we have
been, go ahead.
I was going to say, and these two, this is Nettie speaking, these two other sisters, Haley and Emily, have been working really hard to create great designs on merch. So if you are interested in going and perusing our merch store, it's at the Spooky Darlings, all one word, .printful.me. We have some cute t-shirts, some tote bags, hats, and I think we're putting up a cardigan.
Yeah.
That we're super excited about. There's also some sweatshirts, but we ordered the cardigan for ourselves, and we were kind of uncertain what the quality would be, so we kind of wanted to see, and we all got it in the mail yesterday, and we love it.
Nice and soft.
So we'll be putting that on. Yeah, really good quality actually for the price. So if you'd want to support us by wearing some Spooky Darlings merch.
It was fun to have people request. So like we hadn't really thought that much about merch, and then people started to ask us if we had it, and that was just kind of a fun thing that we hadn't thought much about. So
yeah,
it was fun to be able to respond to that and find some cool designs to put up, and there will be more to come.
So we also got some emails, and Haley, are you going to read those?
Sure.
Or want to read like one of them? Maybe we each read one?
Yeah, we can take.
Let's do that.
Sure.
We can totally take turns.
Yes, and thank you. We love getting emails. It was so exciting for us to get. We had already gotten a little bit of a batch, and we had a little bit of a dry spell, and then we got some more emails this week. So please email us your spooky stories or just anything you want to say.
So I did tell Oliver, my son, that we got some emails, and then he was like, "Oh, cool. Can I hear them?" And I started to read, and he was like, "This one's from your dad?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." And he was like, "I'm sorry, but I don't think that really counts." And listen, you know what?
I think it counts.
I think it counts too, because it was also another fan encounter, which I appreciated. But I just have to laugh at his consistent honesty and feedback. He's always checking my ego every step of the way.
I love it.
Well, speaking of the email from our father, I'm going to read it as he wrote it. Hey, darlinks. This is your old dad. Been listening to you on Spotify in my car. Just happened to be following your episode on stalking. Went into the grocery store outlet and saw Amelia. Hi. And then she says, oh, hi, how are you? And each went about their shopping. Since Gross Out didn't have the vinegar I was after, next stop, Walmart. A few minutes later, I saw Amelia again. Are you following me? She said. I laughed and said, I was just listening to the Spooky Darlings just before coming in here, their episode on stalkers. More laughs, and she said, oh yes, I listen to everything they do. Love it.
Oh, it makes me so happy.
It makes me so happy too.
And Amelia wrote a poem book.
Yeah, I have it.
I was going to say, I've been meaning to buy it because I know it's available at the downtown bookstore. But she was, all three of us had her as our high school Spanish teacher.
She was such a fun Spanish teacher.
Amazing.
And then Dad goes on to say, thought you might appreciate that little coincidence and nice to know she's a fan. Thoughts from Dad. When you were going on about imagined surveillance targets, I kept waiting for you to mention Bobby Fischer, who was so sure the Russians were bugging his environs, he had all his dental fillings removed, suspecting they had tiny electronic surveillance instruments in them. Well, gotta go mow the lawn, be good, and remember who you were, are, and will be, Dad.
I love
so
him.
cute.
Also, I'd like more information on the Bobby Fischer thing. I never knew.
I looked up Bobby Fischer, and he's that famous chess player,
I know
and I
who
think
he
that would be
is.
so fun to do an episode on him.
I know who he is. I just had no idea that he was like paranoid.
Or maybe also followed.
Or maybe not. Maybe the Russians were spying on him through his fillings.
Maybe a combination of both.
Who knows?
Interesting.
All right. Yeah, thanks, Dad. If you're listening, thank you so much for emailing. And
Love you,
Dad,
Dad.
Also email us your creepy stories.
We'd really like to hear more about this traveling nut review.
Coming in a future episode. Stay tuned for our holiday season. All right. Do you want me to read this one?
Nettie, you should read the next one.
Love it.
Okay. Can I look on yours?
Yes.
Okay. All right. This is from, she's a friend of all of ours, but I will claim her as my friend the most. I hope you don't mind. This is from my friend Elisa Rashid. Hey, gals. It's so much fun listening to you all on this podcast. I wanted to share with you about a spooky encounter that I have had at Nettie's house. That's my house. Remember this. My daughter has house sat for Nettie. Yeah, she was like my go-to house sitter for years. While staying at the house alone, she was in the family room area of the kitchen watching TV and heard the sound of a toy near the guest bedroom at the other end of the house. Later that evening, from the same space in the house, she heard voices coming from the guest bedroom area. That is where we are recording now. She was so scared, she left and wouldn't return without someone with her. I have also had experiences in the same area of Nettie's house. On a quick trip I made to LG, I stayed the night at Nettie's. Since I was traveling alone, I asked Nettie to sleep with me so we could chat as we fell asleep. Also, I'm sure if Nettie had to choose, staying up and chatting and sleeping with me would be much preferred over her husband because boys are boring. You are right, Lisa. Boys are boring. And yes, of course.
She put a winky face.
Yeah, winky face. And of course, I would choose staying up and chatting with you anytime. At around 2:30 a.m., while sleeping with Nettie in the guest bedroom, I was in a state of sleep where I was kind of awake, kind of asleep. In this state, I heard the bedroom door open and Nettie leave. I assumed to go to the bathroom. While I believed she was gone, I had this feeling that I was being watched from the hallway by several dark beings. Sorry, Lisa. This felt creepy enough that it woke me up, and I looked over in the bed, and Nettie was fast asleep next to me, and the bedroom door closed. I was weirded out, but was able to go right back to sleep. Sorry, Lisa. On another trip, Akil and I came to stay with Nettie, and I had a similar experience. At around 2:30-ish, I again was in a state of kind of asleep, kind of awake, and I heard the door open, and I felt Akil get out of the bed and leave the room. I assumed he went to the bathroom. In my slumber, I dreamt dark figures with red eyes coming towards me. I also felt this panic, anxiety that if Akil didn't get back from the bathroom, they were going to get me. Then I had a thought to reach out to see if Akil was in bed with me. I simultaneously reached for Akil and woke to find him in the bed with the bedroom door closed tightly.
Oh my gosh.
What is strange to me is that both of these experiences were so vivid, they felt as if they were really happening. Because they were, Lisa. Because they were. I actually heard the doorknob twist and the door open. I actually felt the weight shift in the bed and Nettie and Akil leave. I actually felt like a dark cloud, the presence of something. Needless to say, next time I stay at Nettie's, I won't do it alone. Lisa, I won't make you. If you stay with me again and Akil's not with you, I will sleep with you again. Thanks, Lisa.
So we did have a third email. Yes, thank you,
We love
Lisa.
you.
This next email is from, I'm just going to I don't know if these people give us permission to use their names. So I'm going to say LH.
Yeah, I think she'd be okay with it, but yeah, you should just say. Just say L. Hibbert or Lindsay
Lindsay
H.
H.
Okay, this joke is never going to get old. You girls do it often and keep it coming. Okay.
It's from a movie.
Okay, Lindsay Hibbert said, I love listening to you ladies. The mix of intrigue and humor is so great. I also like to play a game of let's guess which sister is talking. Haha. I'm getting better at knowing who is speaking and when. In a
And
recent
we're trying to differentiate our voices. We're getting a little bit better at that. I think we're making a little bit of us sound more and more alike with each episode.
When you hear this voice, it's Haley.
When you hear this voice, it's Nettie.
I'm not consistent with my voices, so just guess which one I am.
That's Emily.
Okay, so she continues. In a recent show, you brought up vortexes and bodies of water. It made me think of the Oregon vortex, and I believe there's also one in Sedona area of Arizona. I haven't been to either, but would love to hear about them. Have any of you been? Happy spooking? Question mark. Creeping? Question mark. Coolness? Question mark. Haha. Lindsay.
I love her.
I love it. I have not been to any of the vortexes. There's another one, I think, in Ireland.
Wait.
That's supposed to be like a well-known spot that you just nobody survives it.
Let's randomly pick one of the vortexes to go to. Ireland, Arizona, or Oregon.
I choose
Randomly, Ireland, yeah.
I mean, I'm not planning on swimming in it. What do you want to do? Just go look at
Well,
it?
are they all
Talk about it.
water vortex? Does vortex always mean water? Lindsay, I think that you kind of requested we do an episode on this based on your email. Have you been there? Did you know about this? I'd like to hear about it. Yeah, we are going to do it.
Okay.
So, no, I mean, I do believe she was just talking about water vortexes and bodies of water. So
No, the Oregon vortex
What
is
is
not
it
a water
then?
vortex. It is like it's like where the gravity's weird.
oh,
I think it's where okay, so you know the TV show Gravity Falls?
yes.
I think that the Gravity Falls might be based on the Oregon vortex.
Okay.
I'm serious. Gravity Falls takes place in Oregon.
I know, but it's a totally fictional
Yeah.
cartoon.
Based on the Oregon vortex, and then there's there's something in California where there's also like weird vortex, like in the northern part of California, almost to Oregon, and I think Gravity Falls is based
The
on both
Oregon
of those.
vortex is not water.
Vortex is not.
What about the okay, wait, are we talking about the anti-gravity house in Oregon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's the
I
Oregon
just
vortex.
assumed.
Vortexes, it looks like, are like spiritual energy points. And I think when we were talking about Ladybird Lake and I said vortex, I was talking about a water vortex.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, so the Oregon vortex and location of the House of Mystery. So, okay, that's where like things go uphill and
Yes,
stuff like
that's
that.
it.
Is that what are we talking about that place? Is that
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Yes.
Let me see what the Sedona vortex is.
Okay, so
I do
I should have
think-
used the word whirlpool.
Well, I mean, what if it is a
No,
vortex?
I don't think so. I think they're really water vortexes.
Yeah, I think there are. Also, I do think it would be super fun. Hear me out, girls. If we do an episode, each of us picks a vortex and we all report on it.
Water or spiritual?
One episode, 3 sisters, 3 vortexes.
It can be water or spiritual or, if there's another kind of. Okay, so it's not Ireland. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys.
I don't know. There might be one in Ireland. Ireland has a lot of cool stuff happening.
Yes, that's true.
Thank you so much for emailing in to Dad, Elisa, and Lindsay. We appreciate it.
And if you want to write us an email with a question or correction, or you have a story of your own, do you have a story about a vortex that you want to share with us, listeners? Email us at thespookydarlings@gmail.com.
Yes. Now, scary movies. We are like full on into spooky season. We're already like a week into September almost. I have already watched Weapons with Haley. If you have not seen Weapons, it is a wild, wild movie. It was so good.
It was so good. I don't want to do any spoilers, but I do think we will see a lot of people dressed as Gladys.
She's going to be a great
Crazy
Halloween
red
costume.
wig, polyester suits.
I have it all. I have everything we need to be Gladys. Em, did you get a chance to watch it yet? That's your homework.
Not yet. You told me to yesterday, and I haven't yet had a chance, but I will try.
Maybe tonight.
Maybe.
Take your husband with you. Go watch it.
Take Julia.
I'll see.
Take Julia.
Oh, yeah. Julia would be a better partner.
Okay.
Jordan doesn't like spooky.
So, Scary Movie Weapons, I say, listeners, go see it.
5 stars. 5 stars. That's how I feel about the Scary
Weapons.
Movie Weapons. It was so good.
Okay.
Okay, and then I watched the Scary Movie Talk to Me. And
Without me.
I did. And also 5 stars. I thought it was great. It was like a monkey hand sort of a thing, but like a medium instead. And just the way that the movie came together was really good. I don't want to do any spoilers.
It's been on my to-watch list since it came out. All I needed was an invitation.
Probably should have shared that with me.
Every movie ever,
Uh-huh.
I want to watch with one of you, or both.
Preferably both.
I mean, sorry about living in Texas, guys. It makes it a real downer for
It's all
watching
right, not
movies.
for long.
Well, we'll see.
We're working on this. We're
We'll
working on
try.
this. Plus,
It's on our to-do list.
breaking news. We're going to visit Emily in a couple of
Yes,
weeks.
can't wait.
So you're going to get some Spooky Darlings All Together content again, which we're so excited about.
Yes.
Emmy, have you seen any scary movies?
I started to watch The Jinx, which is actually really good. It's just that documentary about Robert Durst.
Robert
I
Plant,
almost
just
said
kidding.
Robert Plant. No,
Durst.
Robert Durst.
I confused you
Oh, yes, you did.
on purpose.
Yes.
Robert Plant is a singer.
I know.
Oh, he's never
Of Led Zeppelin.
going to give you up. Oh, never mind.
You were thinking of
I'll delete that.
Rick.
You just rickrolled us.
Yeah, Rick Astley.
I did.
So yeah, no, I started to watch that one. It's pretty freaky. I really like it. I just haven't gotten past the second episode yet. So that's where I am.
Last night, in preparation for our upcoming recording of the Annabelle episode, Haley and I watched Annabelle, just Annabelle, not Annabelle Creation, the 2014 Annabelle. And I think we both felt,
3 stars.
yeah, we both felt about like that. Not
Okay.
super scared. Felt like there were a few plot holes. Felt like there was some underdeveloped characters and plot lines.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the original Annabelle from like 2014.
14.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Really handsome actor and actress.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna watch Annabelle Creation, I think today. At least that's what you told me yesterday.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to watch Annabelle Creation today. Emily, hope you will. Do you want to just watch it with us?
What, like FaceTime you?
Yeah. Or we can just like start it at the same time and text each other.
Let's put a pin in this conversation. Maybe.
Okay. All right. So more scary movies to come. I still have never, there's so many scary movies that I have never seen because I have this thing where if I sit down, I fall asleep. I have never seen the one about the demon that like the sexually transmitted demon.
It Follows.
I've never seen It Follows.
That I really embarrassingly recommended to Theo and Charlie a few years ago in McCall.
Oh, that's right. Forgetting.
And I completely forgot just the premise of the movie is that it's like a sexually transmitted demon. And
about an
I
STD.
have still never recovered from that ant embarrassment.
Hey, don't worry.
Oh, you know what? I think they forgive you. I don't care.
All right. Couple updates. So first of all, we recorded the Christopher Wilder episode like almost a year ago. I think it was like it was probably like 10 months ago. I think we recorded it in December of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime, actually, I think it was before we recorded it, but the Palm Beach County Jane Doe, who is widely believed to have been murdered by Christopher Wilder, she was identified. So,
Yay.
she went missing like in 1981 or 82. And in 87, the remains of an unidentified female were found. They named her the Palm Beach County Jane Doe.
Mm-hmm.
And from where she was found and how her remains were found, they thought that she was most likely a victim of Christopher Wilder. So they were able to do a forensic sketch of her, and we'll put this on the
Instagram and
We'll put that on social media, Instagram and TikTok. So in September 2023, they were able to take forensic evidence, I'm assuming either blood, DNA, or perhaps semen left on the body, and they were able to take it to Othram, which, Emily, did you know that this amazing company is in the Woodlands?
No.
Othram is in the woodlands. They're the ones that are doing the super, super detailed genetic DNA, where they're able to take super degraded and old DNA and find familial matches.
Oh, wow.
So, wait, but if they're testing semen on the body, how does that identify her?
Okay, you're right. Forget that I said semen. So
Okay.
blood or whatever. That would be to identify the killer. They
Victim.
actually gave the victim a name. So using the Othram and the genetic DNA, they were able to identify her as Patty Lisa Loguarcio Rust. I think she had been missing since the early 1980s from the Lauderdale by the Sea in Broward County, Florida. And that was very close to Christopher Wilder and his hunting grounds, his killing grounds, and where he lived before his killing spree.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, in the episode, we talked about her and named her as the Palm Beach County Jane Doe, but she has a name now, Patty Lisa Rust.
Oh.
So that made me really happy.
Yeah, just, probably helps give her family a little more closure rather than just not knowing.
Absolutely. And then I had one more correction from the episode that actually hasn't even come out yet. It will come out on Tuesday from when we're recording, but will have come out by the time you hear this. I said in the episode on Black Eyed Kids that G. Michael Vassy had his own experience. And then I proceeded to talk about the guy who said that kids were trampling his roses. Mm-hmm. I realized as I was editing, that was not his experience. That was him saying, here's another experience. And then it said, but it was like from the point of view of another person. And I just somehow in my mind thought it was Michael Vassy. It was not.
Oh, gotcha.
It was someone submitted that to his website. I think it was myhauntedlife2.com, which is a super cool website. Go to it. It has so many cool things on it.
Nice.
All right. Anyone else have any updates? Emily?
Oh, other crimes?
Yeah, anything that...
I do not. No, it's nothing.
Oh, go ahead.
Never mind.
Well, now I need to know.
No, I just saw this like riveting post that was like a kid laying his head down in a courtroom, and it was like this kid for the first time had a judge like let him determine who could have custody over him because he said he was beaten by his parents, and then he was supposed to go to his aunt, and he said he had also been beaten by his aunt. And then it was this whole setup to finally be like, the judge finally decided he could be given to the custody of the Dallas Cowboys because they can't beat anyone. And I got to this whole thing like riveted and like so thought it was so serious. And
Emily, I was on the edge of my seat.
yes, me too, until I got to the end of it, and I was like, that was mean.
I was so sad. Also, hey, I don't know anything about football, so no one come at me, but we know that their cheerleaders are the best.
The number one.
They're not winning at football, they're winning at cheerleading.
Which I think is really important.
I bet they beat some people. I don't know. Some teams, not people.
Mm-hmm.
Have either of you watched that documentary about the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders?
Yeah.
Okay, we should watch it as sisters.
On the podcast I've been listening to, Sounds Like a Cult, she does an episode on the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, so that could be fun to listen to and watch the documentary and talk about it.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed that podcast too.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. We've got two people who started a podcast, both of them former cult members. One of them was a member of the 2x2s. The other one was a member of an offshoot. Like she was raised LDS, but then her mom like got taken into one of those weird offshoots where this guy said he was the new prophet.
Her mom's boyfriend or something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. And then so she was kind of like raised in it for years. And now luckily her mom's out and she's out. So she has like this huge, both of the hosts have cult background. Mm-hmm. But I think I've listened to maybe 5 or 6 episodes. I've really enjoyed it. And I'd like to listen to more.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So one fascinating thing also that I wanted to share with you guys, my friend and neighbor, Monica, I know you've heard me talk about her. She's really lovely.
I think we've met her.
Yes, you have met her. She's so much fun. She has sent me a few things when she encounters any kind of news about frogging. And this week there was a news article that she sent me. A man in Oregon was secretly living in a crawl space in a condo for an extended period of time. And he apparently, there was like an outside access. He was able to like
Wow.
pry the door open. He even like had a car. He would like come park his car. He had like electronics. He was plugging stuff in up there. He had a bed up there. He just had a full-on setup.
Didn't he have a PS5?
I saw a video game controller, but I'm not as good at recognizing types of video game controllers as you are, Haley.
I think in the
Yep.
video they said one of the neighbors said he had a PS5
Oh, okay.
No, Nettie,
As we know, I'm a video game expert, okay? I grew up playing Zelda.
on a PS5.
So
Oh, I grew up playing Mario.
on an original
On a
Nintendo
Nintendo 64.
and an original Nintendo.
Yes.
Also, okay, so in addition to the video game stuff, he had I apparently there was like drug paraphernalia, like a meth pipe and some stuff. So
Yeah.
you know, it was like a man, luckily not harming anybody, just like squatting in somebody's space. And
Yeah.
And that's why you can't be deceived by the names of towns because the name of the place that took place, Happy Valley. Although, I mean, you know, as far as crimes go, if someone's squatting in a space, not harming anyone, I think one of the neighbors, if I remember from the video, was like, luckily, he was just being selfish
And doing
and just
drugs.
squatting and doing drugs, not murdering anyone.
yeah, luckily.
I was like, great, great.
Luckily.
Okay, I don't know how your friend Monica from Texas gets updates about news in Oregon because I scour the news in Oregon and that did not come up on anything that I
She
saw.
must have a frogging Google alert.
I wonder.
I need to get one.
Monica, write in. Do you have a frogging Google alert? We want to hear from you, girl.
I can text her. We were talking earlier.
Just let her listen.
Write in or text our sister. Yeah, that's crazy.
We thought, yeah, it's super
I
crazy.
bet you there's frogging happening right now, literally as we speak. I really bet you there is. In fact, Mom and I, when we were walking the other day, the street, oh gosh, what street is it? It's the one below Sunset. So it like goes Sunset Drive and then the other street, and there's this
Oak.
might be I don't know if it's I don't think it's Oak. I think it's Walnut maybe.
Okay.
The streets change, but there's this street and there's this old abandoned house and it's huge. It's on this huge lot. And so I wanted to walk by it because I wanted to know if Mom had any information on who owns it. It's been abandoned. I think when I was a little kid and we lived in that neighborhood, there was like an old lady that lived there and she had tons of cats. And then since she died, it's just sat there abandoned. It's got locks on the gates. It's very secure, but we decided to walk down the alley so we could kind of get the scope of the lot. And it's totally been pushed open. And I think that there must be someone squatting in there
Oh my gosh.
because there's
You
like a
mean frogging?
lock. What?
You mean frogging?
Well, squatting because nobody lives there.
You just give me this.
Yes. Okay, frogging for Haley's sake. We don't need to be accurate.
Hey, listen, frogs squat, so I feel like it's a really similar and maybe sometimes a crossover.
Oh, you know, I
Hybrid.
bet it's related terms.
It's somehow frog legs squatting.
Yeah, frog legs do
Ooh.
squat.
Long legs.
So,
And
yeah.
long legs was semi-frogging because only one of the occupants was.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh,
I haven't
spoil-
seen it. Don't give stuff away.
I did. I just did. Spoiler.
But okay, speaking of scary movies, so Haley and I, unfortunately, Emily does not live in the same town as us, so she can't come with. But Haley and I are going to watch The Conjuring, Last Rites tomorrow together in the theater. We're going to try to get Emily to go watch it by herself in a Houston theater,
All alone.
I will not.
and then we'll just text each
Julia.
other. But okay, so I've been trying to kind of catch up and like rewatch some of the old Conjuring movies. So I watched The Conjuring original today, and here's my thought: there is a part in the middle of the movie where like Diane Warren is in the basement and she sees the ghost of Bathsheba. If you have not seen the original Conjuring, this is not really much of a spoiler, but it does say something that's going
Came
to
out,
happen
like,
in the movie.
10 plus years ago. So
Yeah.
you know.
But just letting you know. And this like ghost or entity comes out and says, "Look what you made me do." Literally in that rhythm. And since then, I have had the Taylor Swift song, "Look What You Made Me Do," in my head. And I've been thinking, I need to look up when that movie came out and when Taylor Swift wrote that song, because I bet you that she went and watched that movie, got that phrase in her head, and kept repeating it over and over, and then turned it into her mega hit, Look What You Made Me Do. I think it's called, I don't actually know if it's called Look What You Made Me Do or not, but
I don't know if I've heard that song, and I know I have not seen that movie.
anyway, interesting.
I like it.
Little tidbits.
Well, I've been looking up in real time really slowly because I only have one hand available. And The Conjuring 1 came out in 2013.
And when did
Look What
Taylor?
You Made Me Do by the lovely Taylor Swift came out in 2017.
So, a solid 3 years to formulate that song in her head.
She had to write an entire album.
Several actually, probably in that span of time. Anyway,
She's really fast.
also, we don't know when she watched The Conjuring. I had one more true crime update, and it is if you have been following the Donna Adelson verdict, but basically she murdered her son-in-law because she wanted her daughter to move back to Florida where she was with the sons, and the son-in-law, so her daughter and son-in-law were divorced, and he was able to get an order saying she could not move with the sons. So because she wanted her grandsons near her, she hired her son's girlfriend's ex-boyfriend, who was like a gang leader, to shoot him.
So she made sure she never gets to be around her grandchildren then.
Exactly. But the
Idiot.
saddest part is even the grandparents on the other side, the poor family who lost their son, his name is Dan Markle. They don't even get to see the grandkids because of like the way the custody is working. It's like those kids lost their father and basically both sets of grandparents because of this. It's so sad. And the thing that cemented the deal was her own children testifying against her. Her oldest son, who had nothing to do with the crime, he was not the one whose girlfriend's ex-boyfriend was hired. He like came in and talked about how controlling his mother was, how yes, he absolutely believed his mother would do something like this. And so I kind of got, it's like I had read about this case a few years ago. I kind of knew it was happening, but then I didn't pay much attention. And then I just watched her verdict get read a couple days ago. And she had such an emotional, dramatic reaction that the judge had to excuse the jury and had to be like, you will not melt down in front of the jury like this, or the jury like this. And so she had to like pull it together. Anyway, she sounds like a piece of work.
Gosh, like possible, of course we can't diagnose anybody because, we're not diagnosers, whatever that professional term is.
Yet.
And, but it sounds like for sure some narcissism there. Kind of that controlling aspect. Have either of you watched, what was it? The mom who was bullying her own daughter. Unknown Number.
I have
either
not
of
yet
you
watched it, but I did read I think it was the Cut article when it came out. I listened to the audio of the article and I genuinely was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever heard. And wow, this makes me feel like an amazing mom.
Yes.
You are. You already were before you heard about that.
Yes, but there are a few things that make me feel like a great mom. It's a Ruby Franke documentary, the Lori Vallow, anything about Lori Vallow, and now Unknown Number. I'm like, yeah, I'm nailing it. I didn't kill my kids, torture my kids, or
bully your kids.
Yes.
Well, I thought it was interesting when, I think it was the sheriff on there where he was like, this woman seems to have Munchausen's by proxy and was using cyber technology to do that. And I was like, is this the first documented case of Munchausen's by proxy using technology?
Social media,
because bullying her daughter all day, and then her daughter comes home and needs her mom.
Yes. And the mom was getting a ton of attention because she was publicly saying, my daughter's getting bullied. We don't know who it is. We think it's this other girl.
Well, and that other mom, they were teamed up, and the principal or school administrator was like, this woman was in my office a lot. And then one of the cops was like, looking back, she really did try to insert herself in our investigation quite a bit. I just thought Munchausen by proxy with using technology, I thought was really interesting diagnosis.
Yeah, weird.
I think so too. And it's funny that the sheriff came up with it. And we came up with it on our own before he did.
And we
Even
agreed.
before he did.
Yes.
And we agreed. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's it for me as far as the things. Oh, no, there's one more thing. Sorry, I just remembered. Body parts being discovered weekly in the Willamette River, in the Tualatin River, all over the Willamette Valley. in the river systems,
Whoa.
body parts being discovered. Yes, indeed, there is definitely a serial killer in the Willamette Valley right now. I think the police have actually finally admitted to it, and there might be more than one because there is like a bunch of homeless people, or I'm sorry, there are a bunch of unhoused persons who have said that there's I think I might have talked about this briefly, but there's like a man who paints his nails and often dresses in feminine clothing or presents himself as feminine, but comes in and tries to get people in his van, and these women are like, no, he's like, these other unhoused women are like, he's the killer, but I'm not getting in his van. And then someone else said that he's killing people by injecting them with like basically a fentanyl overdose. Oh my gosh. And he wants to paint their nails, which is so Dexter season 1.
That is super freaky. And I don't know if I also mentioned to you guys that there has been a lot lately I don't know if it's in the real news. It's on TikTok news about
That's real. That's real. That's
about tons of bodies being discovered in Buffalo Bayou in Houston. And it's similar numbers to the Rainy Street situation. It's
Wait a minute.
crazy.
Did they
Wow.
start when the Rainy Street body discoveries stopped?
Oh, interesting.
Did our killer shift?
Moved?
I don't know. You look at people talking about theories and they're like, oh, well, it just seems like it couldn't possibly be one person. It's just an easy place to dump bodies.
But
So they think it might just be like a dumping ground.
A
Why are bodies
known
getting
dumping
dumped?
ground. You hear about that all the time.
Just by like, just random murderers here and there, not like one murderer doing all of it.
I gotta
mob.
say, I do not know of a known dumping ground. Like right now, if I needed to dispose of a body, which I wouldn't, I would call the police. If I needed to dispose of a body, I don't have like I know where to dump it. I know the known spot.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, people like us don't know dumping grounds.
People like me, Haley, I know you. No, just kidding. I joke.
Well, my husband is the compost guy.
Creepy.
Yikes.
Hey, our compost pile, I believe within a week, when we had to put down one of our horses, it was gone. The whole body of a horse was gone within a week.
That is actually really crazy. And it makes me wonder how many bodies
Oh,
are
wow.
disposed of that way.
Or in our
Ask-
compost.
Well, ask Jason, first of all.
Okay.
And I do like in other places. Because not every garbage company is run by such an upstanding guy.
I know. He's tall and handsome.
And a good person. That's what I was getting at. You're like, very
I am focused on
upstanding.
his looks.
Yeah.
And 0 murders that we know of.
That we know of.
Well, this has been fun. I want to say we have loved getting comments on our social media in addition to those emails that we read earlier. So keep it up if you want to like our posts and follow us and give us a good review on whatever platform you're listening on. We totally appreciate it. So this is just the beginning of spooky season. We have plenty more chills in store, so please be sure to rate, review, subscribe. It helps other spooky souls find us. And if you want to carry a little bit of our eerie charm with you, check out our merch at thespookydarlings.printful.me. And that's it for today.
Yes, thank you for listening.
Thank you. Goodbye. 5 stars.
Before we disappear into the shadows, don't forget, we're still sending out vinyl stickers. Leave us a rating and review and email us proof to thespookydarlings@gmail.com, along with your mailing address, and we'll send you some spooky snail mail while supplies last. And if your heart is still mourning that tote bag, may we gently tempt your way toward our merch store at thespookydarlings.printful.me. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Thanks for listening. And as always, stay spooky.